The storage resource provider delivers a total of 4 storage services: blob, table, queue, and account management. It also gives you a service to administrate and work with that storage. Well, let's go ahead and get into a little bit of a side note, just in case you aren't familiar with those types of storage. First, we have blob storage, also known as object storage. This is unstructured object data. This can consist of any type of binary or text data, including documents, media, or installers. There's more involved in blob storage, such as hot and cold access tiers, block blobs, append blobs, and all that, but the definition above will suit us just fine for right now. It is handy to remember that blobs are organized underneath containers, which is how you can assign security policies. That container can hold any number of blobs up to the 500 terabyte capacity limit. As a side note, a VM attached infrastructure as a service VHD disk is stored as a page blob. Table storage. Well, this is a cool type of storage. Why? Because it's schemaless. Well, what does this mean? Well, generally when you store data in a table, you need to keep data all the same time. It reduces confusion and maintains coherency. However, say you have more than one type of data to store. Say, for instance, you have a name and address data, but you're also tracking the device the customer is using. And you're also tracking their location. Well, that's where a schemaless design comes into play. You just create a property name along with the value of the data, and you store that in a single table. This allows a high degree of flexibility for developers that can store many types of data in a single table and change on the fly without having to offline the entire system. You can store any number of entities in the table and contain any number of tables up to your storage limit. One cool example of something using this is Xbox. Xbox stores game achievements and stats using table storage, whereas their games themselves use blob storage. Queue storage. Well, this is exactly what it sounds like. The storage works with messaging, specifically cloud messaging, between application components. It allows you to scale applications independently of each other by placing workflows or messages between applications in a backlog or queue. It can store a huge amount of messages, millions even. These messages cannot be larger than 64 kilobytes, but you can use them up to the limit of the storage account. Here's one example of how you might use queue storage.